Isang mapagpalang gabi sa inyong lahat. So, ngayon, itidiscuss ko kung paano ba gamitin at anong kahalagahan ng paggamit ng Baker's percentage. So, itong kaalaman ko tungkol sa Baker's percentage ay hindi ganong kalalim kasi hindi naman ako expert sa paggawa ng tinapay o paggawa ng pastries. So, isi-share ko lang kung anong naunawaan ko at naintindihan ko ayon sa natutunan ko sa ibang tao at sa experience ko. Okay. So, simulan natin. Ano ba yung tinatawag na Baker's percentage? Sorry. So, ang Baker's percentage actually, kay gamit na gamit to. Lalo na sa paggawa ng, of course, ng tinapay, ng cake, ng mga pastries. Okay. Wherein, gamit ito, we can get the accurate, precise measurement of our ingredients. Yeah. Okay. Gamit ito, pwede nating masukat ng maayos ang mga kailangan nating ingredients na hindi nababago or katulad pa rin dun sa ating original na ingredients. Okay. So, ang Baker's percentage, laging nakadepende yan sa amount of flour. Ibig sabihin, kinukuha natin yung ratio ng mga ingredients, okay, based doon sa amount or sa quantity ng flour. And wherein, because we are talking about the quantity of the flour, in Baker's percentage, lagi siyang 100%. Okay? Laging 100% ang flour. Okay, for example, bago tayo pumunta sa example, ano ba yung unang tatandaan sa paggamit ng Baker's percentage? Unang-una, okay, at sa tingin ko wala nang iba, is kailangan na meron kang recipe. Okay? So, recipe ang kailangan natin. Or pwede natin tawagin na formula. So, saan ito makukuha? Okay, for example, merong recipe ang magulang mo. Okay, kasi magulang mo marunong gumawa ng tinapay, masarap. So, gusto mong tularan, gamitin yon. Kaso nga lang, ang malaking problema is, let's say, kakaunti lang yung ingredients mo. Pero gusto mo pa rin na yung lasa ay tulad dun sa original recipe. So, pwede natin gamitin ang Baker's percentage. Pwede rin naman na nakakita ka sa YouTube. Okay? Or may nagbigay siya ng recipe. Tapos, you want to test. Pero, ang recipe na ibinigay sa'yo or nakita mo is about 1 kg, 2 kg, or yung matataas na quantity. So, you want to make it small. So, we can use the Baker's percentage. Okay? Using the Baker's percentage and using the recipe that you have, you can make, okay, little by little. Or you can use the Baker's percentage just to make a small quantity, okay, of the product or the recipe based on your original recipe. Okay, for example, so normally, okay, itong example na to, ginagamit ko to lagi. For example, I want to make bread. Okay. Now, in my ingredients, the flour is 1 kg. Okay, so ito yung pagbabasihan ko ngayon. Sugar is 180 grams. Okay, so this 1 kg can be converted into grams, so 1,000 grams para parehas yung unit natin. And then the salt is 15 grams. Yeast is 20 grams. Okay, and then Margarine is 100 grams. Then water is 480 grams. And then our egg is 2 pieces. So approximately one piece is 50. So we have 100 grams. Okay, so eto na siya. Ayan. So tanong, saan ba galing yan? So galing to sa kaibigan ko. Okay. So I just want to use this as a basis to show to you how to use the baker's percentage if I want to mix a small quantity. Okay, let's example, I want to make choco bread, so I can use this one. Panty coco, I can use this one also. And this recipe is tested. Okay, now let's proceed to uh, baker's percentage. Madali lang to. Magagamit nyo to talaga. Okay. We said that the flour is always 100%. Okay. So there is no changes about this one. Now, how to compute the percentage of sugar? Now, the formula is ingredients, okay, divide by flour, okay, the amount of flour, then times 100%. Okay, that one. Now, if we want to get the sugar, so that is 180 grams divided by 1,000 grams times 100%. So, dito, nilagay ko lang dito. Okay, so this is 18%. Okay, second one, the same formula. So that is 15 grams divided by 1,000 grams times 100% is equals to 1.5%. Here is 2%. I just did a shortcut. Margarine is 10%. Water is 48%. And then the egg is 10%. Okay. So, let's move to other page. So, the baker's percentage that we computed a while ago, which is based on the recipe, okay? The flour is 100%, the sugar is 18%, salt is 1.5%, yeast is 2%. Okay, sorry. Okay, let me check. 2%. Okay, then margarine, okay, is 10%. The water is 48%, and then at the same time, aside from water, we have egg, okay, which is 10%. Okay, so now, so this is the result of our baker's percentage. So if you are stable and you want to use always, okay, the recipe that, for example, I want to use always this one, okay, and I want to adjust the amount of flour, for example, from small to big quantity or large quantity, or large quantity to small quantity. Okay, you just use the baker's percentage. Okay, now let's proceed. Let's say, for example, okay, I have only, let's say, um, 250 grams of flour. Yeah. So, question is how many sugar? Amount grams of sugar, salt, yeast, then margarine, okay, water, and then egg. Oh. So, in order not to guess, because sometimes when we guess, okay, the taste of the bread is different from the original. recipe. So better to use the baker's percentage. Okay, for example, so we don't need to move or to touch the grams of flour because it's our given. So this is always 100%. Okay. Now, to compute this time, okay, the amount of the quantity of each ingredients, what we gonna do is the baker's percentage per ingredients, okay, sorry, times, okay, the flour, okay. Now, the baker's percentage times the ingredients before, okay, you multiply the baker's percentage to the flour. So we have to follow the rules in percentage. So we have to move the decimal point. Okay, let's say for example is that the sugar has 18% times the flour, which is 250 grams. The flour that I'm talking is about the flour that you are going to use. Okay, yan. So the flour 250. So from here, okay, you have to move the decimal point 2 times, okay, to the left. So it will become 0.18 times 250 grams. So manually, 250 times 18, okay, 0, 40, 16, 20, 0, 5, and then 2, 0, 0, 5, and then we have 4. We have, okay, so the sugar is 45 grams. Okay, like that. Now the salt, the same. Okay, so for the salt, okay, wait. That more easy. Okay, so for the salt, the same thing is that. Okay, so I will use. Salt is 1.5. So that is the 1.5% times 250 grams. You have to move. Okay, 0.015 times 250 grams. Okay, just multiply. Okay, times 250, 0, 25, 12, 0, 5, 2. Then 0, 0, and then 2. Sorry, 0. Okay, 0, 5, 7, 3. So we have, okay, 3.75. So 3.75 can be, okay, just make it 4 grams, okay? Or you can measure 3.75, okay, why not? Okay, now the yeast is 2%. So it will become 0.02 times 250. So 0, 10, this is 5, 0, 0, 0, 0, okay, 0, and then 5. So the yeast that we will use is 5 grams. Now the margarine, okay, that is, margarine of course is 25. No, you don't need to compute. 25 grams. The water, okay, if you have question, okay. So the water is 48 times 250. That is 0, 40, 16, 20, 0, 20, and then 10. 0, 0, 0, 2, and then 1. Okay. So the water is 120 grams. And then the egg, because this is 10%, okay, and then the margarine is 10%, so we can get this one, 25 grams. And then, you will ask me, oh, you said, sabi mo na ang estimate, approximately, ang isang egg is about 50 grams. Okay, yes, but of course, it depends to the size of the egg. Now, when it comes to bread, normally we are using the whole egg white together with the egg yolk. Okay, what you're gonna do to get the 25 grams is that, for example, you break one egg, you stir it, okay, or whisk, and then once you combine the egg yolk and the egg white, it's time for you to measure or to get 25 grams. Okay, now, so using the baker's percentage, okay, I can now make a bread, okay, out of 250 grams of flour. So, yan siya. So, in 250 grams of flour, ang gagamitin ko yung sugar is 45 grams, wherein in our original, okay, in our original recipe, the sugar is for 1,000 kilogram is 180 grams. So this time 45 grams, salt 4 grams, yeast 5 grams, the margarine is 25 grams, water 120 grams, and then egg is 25 grams. So very simple. In your cookies, in other pastries, you can use the baker's percentage. Sometimes I'm using also the baker's percentage in what is that? Cooking of meat, okay, other dishes. Basta ang pinaka-given ko lang, pinaka 100% ko is the main ingredients. Like for example, uh, meat, okay? So, doon ko siya ibabase sa meat. And then the rest, kung may makuha akong quantity or recipe or ingredients, so, ito, baker's percentage ang ginagamit ko. So, at least, okay, though it's not a part, we're not using flour in that dishes, okay, at least the taste is not quite different from the original. Okay, now, if you will ask me, what if ang pinaka kaunti na meron ako sa mga ingredients is salt? So, paano ko magagamit ang baker's percentage? So, if I will answer and I will show that one to you on how to use the baker's percentage using to get the other ingredients. If you have the smallest quantity, aside from the flour, maybe salt or yeast. So to my next video. Okay, thank you so much for watching. Sorry for some inconvenience. This is my first time to do it. Okay, but I think it will help you a lot. Okay, thank you.